we start with the basics? What is the actual protocol in royalty getting involved in domestic British politics?
Well, good evening, Martin. Thank you for that very kind and generous introduction. You'd be the first person to agree with me that every important question is at root political, and if you delve a little bit deeper, it then becomes theological. So anything that the king says and does is open to being parsed politically. The position is quite clear that in fact, he doesn't need to do anything because he has something that you and I don't have. He has the royal prerogative. And what is the royal prerogative? The royal prerogative is the right, his right, to be informed by the government of the day through the Prime Minister, to be informed, to be able to encourage, and also, importantly, to be able to warn. And the king is able to exercise that unique right at the Tuesday night meeting when the Prime Minister, to use the correct term, has an audience of the monarch. So the king can say what he wants to say politically in the complete privacy of his study or any other room at Buckingham Palace or wherever, to the Prime Minister of the day. Now, the important thing about all of this is that he was asked before he became king whether he would continue to lobby and write letters to ministers and make speeches after he succeeded his mother. And he said, of course not. He said, I'm not that stupid. And he isn't that stupid. And he should be well advised, and you're quite right, he should be well advised by his courtiers to keep his nose out of party politics. There is no need for him to do so. And if he was very unwise, he would do it. And I don't think he is, as he said, not that stupid. It would be the wrong thing to do. It would be against our famously unwritten constitution, and it's unhelpful.
Now, Michael, there have been incidents before of royals getting involved in politics. Meghan Markle, of course, encouraged people in America to vote Democrat. Prince William asked Welsh sheep farmers if they were concerned about Brexit, and even the Queen herself in 2003 encouraged people to vote. But there's something different, I think, about this incident, Michael, and that is we are in a real live electoral cycle. The London mayoralty is coming up in less than 10 months. Sadiq Khan is standing as a candidate. Climate change is central to his taxation policy. Climate change is pure politics. Do you think on this incident that King Charles has overstepped the mark?
That's an excellent point. I would just say that I think probably Meghan Markle is probably a semi-detached member of the royal family at the Californian branch at the moment. Now, you and I, because we've been taking note since we were quite small children, and you've just demonstrated that in your intro, we know what King's position is on climate change. It's been well advertised over many years. And of course, he sees himself as a pioneer, a voice in the wilderness when he was starting to talk about this. And a lot of people believe him, and a lot of people share his view, and some don't. And there are some very distinguished people who do believe that climate change and the concern about it is all a put-up job, a got-up job. So he should keep out of it. He should be very careful, particularly in election times, because broadcasters, and you're a very important one, we are all governed by the Representation of the People's Act, the RPA. So whenever we are in election mode, and we have to watch very, very carefully that what we say on air is impartial and cannot be misconstrued. Now, I'm pretty sure that the men who surround the king at Buckingham Palace will be giving him pretty good lectures about this. He shouldn't need them because he's taken the example of his mother. And the instances of the royal family getting in politics are few, and they're usually unhappy.